Good morning, everyone. My name is Shuka Rastagarpour, and I'm an environmental scientist for the Surface Water Ambient Monitoring Program. And thank you, everyone, for being here in person. We have a really big audience attendance online. So I just want to really quickly thank our sponsors. SFS will go over that in a minute, but wanted to thank the volunteers, everyone that was involved putting this together. This was definitely a team effort. And that's it. And I'm going to have Ali take over and do the welcome. Thank you.
All right. Hi, guys. It's good to see everybody in person. I don't remember the last time. I think it's been literal years. So good to see you all and making the trek to Sacramento, both from near and far. I know John and his crew left at, you're probably up at 3, left at 4 a.m. to make it here today. So thank you all. It's good to see you. So I think most of you know why we're here, why we gather for CABW. But I just wanted to quickly kind of ground us in this purpose. It's sort of this 3-pronged approach. That's super small. I'm realizing that now. But you know, it's the big part of this is coming together and talking and sharing information about freshwater science research and bringing kind of this management perspective as well. But a big piece of that, and equally as important, is networking and building partnerships and relationships through this work. And ultimately, we're all kind of here to support the science-based policy so we can do better and do a good job at protecting California's aquatic ecosystems and restoring them. So today, we've got lined up some great talks. We also built in a healthy amount of time for break and at lunch so we can catch up and chat and network and all those things. The first part of our day is going to be some talks by Susie and others with molecular methods and eDNA, how we're kind of integrating that into practical use, some new approaches, lots of great stuff there. Like I said, we've got a half-hour break, so go mingle. You can cruise, grab a coffee. There will be snacks provided by our sponsors out there, so you can snack and have a drink. And then the second session, we'll talk about biological indices and flow, particularly intermittent streams and how these indices are performing. I did want to just say quickly that one of our presenters was not able to make it, so it'll just be myself and Jennifer as part of this session, partly why we've got that longer chunk of time where we break. And then we'll break for lunch and then come back and do all the Cal SFS stuff, the poster sessions out front at the mezzanine under the Chihuly. And we've got a workshop too, a 3-hour workshop at the end of the day. And with that, I'm gonna turn it over to Angela magically. She's gonna pop up. Okay. There she is.
Ta-da! Did you hear me? Yeah. Yes, okay. Great. Thank you so much, Ali. Thank you, Shuka, for the introduction. My name is Angela DePalma-Dow. I am the current chair president of California Society of Freshwater Science, the California chapter. And I'm going to share my screen here really quickly. There you go. You guys can see it? Okay. All right. So like I said, with the Society for Freshwater Science, this is the California chapter. We are on social media, and we really appreciate being able to partner and share this event. Yeah.
We can't see our slides. Give us 1 second.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to thank right off the bat the event organizers, Shuka Rastagarpour, thank you so much, and John Olson from Cal SFS, he's the treasurer, secretary of our organization. I was on leave, welcoming a new addition to the family, so I wasn't able to contribute to the event organizing as much as previous years. So I really appreciate you guys filling in and making the event possible for Cal SFS to be a part of this. And our sponsors, as you guys mentioned, Aquatic Bioassessment Consulting, GI Consultants, Eco Analysts, Watercourse Engineering, Inc., and Rithron Associates. We really appreciate you guys being able to step up and support this event in person. And then I did want to acknowledge the original freshwater scientists of California, which are the First Nations Indigenous peoples here of California. One of these times we have in person, we are going to have a Thule boat demonstration. I'm really excited about that. But we did really just want to acknowledge that before us came the people that really were caretakers, original caretakers of the land. We really appreciate them. And Society for Freshwater Science, the purpose is to promote further understanding freshwater ecosystems at the interface between aquatic and terrestrial habitats. And this fosters the exchange of information among membership and other societies and organizations. So that's what we're doing here today, is fostering our membership with other organizations such as SWAMP and Water Board, and all the networking that occurs at this event. And that is one of the goals of the Society of Freshwater Science. And there's lots of ways to find out more information about us. We do have social media, so you can follow us on Twitter at Cal SFS Social. There are 2 S's in there, SFS Social. And we do appreciate anybody following us on Twitter and tweeting any of the posters or any of the talks or anything today, as long as there's a the authors or the presenters acknowledge their Twitter feed, so they can be shared as well. And our email, cal.chap.sfs@gmail.com, if anybody has any questions. And in my slides, I have all this for anybody who wanted to take a screenshot. And we do have a website. And on our website, we have lots of things like our newsletters. Every year we do an annual newsletter. So we have the newsletters there from 2016. We also have any opportunities such as our fellowship program or travel funds. So next year, Society of Freshwater Science is going to Australia, Brisbane. And so we will be sending students and helping support students. And so we really appreciate any donations to the students' travel fund. And with that, I have a reminder that we have a silent auction today. So there are Jim Harrington's books and prints that are going to be auctioned today. It ends at 5 p.m. and those winners will be announced tomorrow morning at the opening for tomorrow's meeting. And proceeds go to SFS, particularly for student travel funds. And Jim Harrington, if anybody knows Jim Harrington, I took his bioassessment lab course for field methods. And he probably has a really good collection of books and materials and resources. So you want to get in on that auction when you can. And then to the mixer event this evening will be at Drake's at the barn. And that's at 985 Riverfront Street in West Sacramento. And if you're worried about being in close quarters and mixer, this place is pretty cool. It's open, there's canopies, there's shade, there's trees. There's lots of room to still mix and mingle with everybody that you probably haven't seen in person for a few years. So I'm sorry I'm missing out, but it looks like it'll be lots of fun. And the last thing that we have to remind about are the business meeting today at 12:20 during lunch. There'll be a CalSFS business meeting. If you are a member of CalSFS, this is a great time to meet other members, as well as learn about what the dues are being used for and what any of our grants or funding opportunities we have available, and grants, what we're using those funds for, and to have any input. And that'll be there in the auditorium. And then lastly, the poster session from 1:30 to 3. It is a student poster competition, so students will be presenting their posters, and then we'll have the winners and prizes announced tomorrow morning, day 2. And thank you so much to all the students and everybody that put a poster up. We really appreciate the contribution of research and knowledge, and the judges that'll be judging those student competition posters. And the funds for those student poster awards are from the parent Society of Freshwater Science. So thank you to them. And that is it. I do have a slide with our email if anybody wants to send us an email or donate. But I don't know if our slides are working yet, so I don't know if it's showing.
I'm so sorry, Angela. We couldn't get them displayed, so we can share your slides later. I think that
sounds great.
Helpful. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I was just talking with a blank screen. So, but there you go. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Alrighty, well, sorry about that. I will distribute the Angela's slides later on for all the information and email addresses and everything that she